traveling to Dorado. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Oh, hello.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Hey guys.
What's up?
I'm back in the fight.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Tu sais, c'est le gars que t'as dit qui avait carry. C'était le dépêche juste ça.
Ça va, moi je lui fais un minimum de confiance. Je sais qu'il peut me surprendre.
Je trouve ça trop fort au Saren. Actuellement. Je trouve que c'est
bien joué, c'est incroyable.
C'est la meilleure compo tank.
What's up Ryan? Welcome soon. Again.
Ouais, il était avec nous aussi.
Ouais.
En fait, c'est la même team.
En fait, je crois qu'ils étaient en squad les deux.
Les deux tanks?
Ouais, non, le bébé c'est le tank.
Ok.
Widow one. Push the top. Take
We should rotate. Trace behind.
First one.
Res.
First one. Where's my team? First one.
I need help. Mercy, help me.
Widow top bien. Widow one.
Yep. The widow's up top in our spawn. Yeah.
Ah, he can.
Can anybody kill him?
I wasn't cut out for it.
ودو
Which one?
ليش ما بتجيبه يا شباب؟ والله غلطانين تعالوا بتجيبه.
Headshot him.
I can't.
3, 2, 1. Nice.
Job.
We can push up. We kill two. We just kill two.
Push the point.
Just go to cart, all the way.
Il est bien. Monsieur. Passe bien.
We're up top.
On le freeze.
ودو توب كلب.
I don't know where you are.
Tracer behind, I think, still.
Ah, you are here.
Passe mid.
I can never run this fight, maybe. Or I could try to sneak
Il va
behind.
top.
Ready, run, I can nano you, ready?
I don't see the enemy range. Okay, it's here.
Yeah. Right, go.
You're powered up. Get in there.
You shooter. But I can't. The team have Borshal. Il va freeze.
Tracer!
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's good job, Ash.
Tracer's fucking me so much.
Yeah. Watch out, guys, Widow. I'm gonna wall and go back.
Sorry. I hit someone. I didn't have div anymore. They have shut up careful.
Walls,
I have my ultimate again. Okay. Are you ready? Go.
Sorry, Auntie.
I'll freeze.
No, she's still. Shush, sorry. What's that? What's that?
Push one.
Who's champion?
I can never run this fight. They got shower again, I think. But keep going around.
He didn't use his shatter yet.
At all? Oh my god. Ready?
No, not shit.
Oh no, I did.
Black.
I'm freezing this shit.
Big.
Is that a bucket? Is that a bucket?
Okay.
Is that a freeze? Kill Ash.
ده جوشمش.
Go back.
I Thank you, Rain.
Nice. They can. They're like 60 on grab.
اقدر اسوي له
Nice, good job, good pick. I'm gonna block Wayne, are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go, go, go. Go, go.
Push.
انا جاي بليز او ماي جاد اي ترول استخدم منطق Go back, we have bomb.
Yeah, just die on point. Good, the point's not moved, Do you even get out? Make it still the point, Nice.
I die on bomb.
Good. We have Blizzard,
My ultimate.
Yep.
Next fight, go boost your my Blizzard.
There is one top.
They have shutter.
I'm dead, guys. Don't flash. Play safe. If you can kill one people, Ash is huge. Nice, good job.
انا جاي
No, why you use your not anything? No.
He killed the Ryan.
Lucio, one, he's dead.
We still have Blizzard, right? Yeah, everyone come high, everyone high ground. We can jump onto them and just freeze them.
Okay. I follow you.
Je suis zéro mort, mec.
Moi j'ai une mort. Nice, je suis huge. Je te dis gros, elle est forte hein.
Oh, the controller is so busted, man.
Watch out, Franzo try to kill me.
Careful, yeah. So when they get to the cart, we can just push the cart.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
كيف سيتر
Ash.
Ah, fucking babon. Nice. Ash one dead.
He's one.
Leader. Il est en point.
Fan weak. No.
Heal me.
All one.
No.
That's one.
Don't have it.
Okay.
Ash one. Leave me.
Go back.
D on none of you, ready?
Topic.
No.
Focus on the.
Oh my god.
Has one.
Can you kill Mercy? Good job. Derrière.
Moira no play. Play.
Say one, player.
Leader.
Have shutter.
Can you use your ultimate on point now? Good job. Last ultimate.
I can sleep up.
Ah,
I sleep up, ready? Pop asleep.
Yeah. Kill.
nice.
Oh, I wake
Nice
up.
bomb. Good job. Focus.
Ah, nice.
Good.
You have nano?
Yeah, almost, very close.
My ultimate is ready soon.
Oh my god.
Reloading.
Just one.
Just one. Close behind you. Nice, Ash.
Never walk on in a minute.
Is that gonna go up?
Myron.
When you're one blocked.
I don't see it.
No,
Oh my
kill
god.
me.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
My ultimate Mai is ready. Can you?
No! Fuck, I died. That was me.
Huge.
Trace one.
Blizzard, we win. Focus targets. Ryan. Kill Ryan.
Zara freeze.
Why?
Zara one.
Almost back. Sorry.
Dead.
Let's do
Just a shoot. Alright, well done, guys.
Guys, easy win. I love you so much.
Pourquoi je suis mort moi déjà?
T'as dit quoi?
Je suis mort une fois mais je sais même plus pourquoi. Ah oui parce que j'ai trahi Torres.
Non, putain, je crois. Moi, je t'avais suivi. Ils m'ont dit meurs penche, je l'ai moi.
Non mais c'était bien plus tard hein. C'est juste là.
Je vais devenir one trick Mai, trop bien.
Et que je suis trop fort sur Merci. Je me rends pas compte hein. Je suis top
T'as un dieu, hein.
Je suis mort
Il
une
mort
fois
avec
mais
Ange,
j'aurais pas dû.
hein.
J'aurais pas dû. Et quand t'es mort là à la fin, c'est parce que je préférais Lana. Quand tu m'as dit que t'avais ton ult, j'ai fait bon. Faut que je le tente.
Ouais, c'est pour ça j'ai vu. Attends, je me suis dit, je vais dire de mes rêves, j'ai peur qu'il meure de ma faute. Mais c'est passé. En plus, toi, t'es un bâtard du coup. T'as fait une win au final, vu que la lose, tu la cancel. Et si on win celle-là, ça fera une win
Je
pour
sais
toi.
pas, dans ma carrière c'est marqué défaite. Et après,
Ouais, mais genre, t'as commencé, t'avais 20 points de moins de ta carrière, et là tu vas t'as ta carrière, pas ton record.
Ah ouais?
Ouais. C'est en galère.
What's this language? It's French?
French.
French.
Emmanuel Macron.
Baguette, camembert,
Baguette.
croissant. Let's go, my friend. Go. I should get anything hard on now.
It's Ontario.
Or maybe Rito.
Il a quitté.
He'll go
Okay,
Ash, he'll go Ash. One trick Ash, basically.
Oh, sur dur. Heal me once. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna wall.
Regarde pas, garçon.
لا تكفى شي يدك يا القحبه يسار يا ابو خلود.
حطيت فاير سترايك كم
تحرقهم على اليسار والله تحرقهم.
كيف ما ميرسي؟
لا يرول.
Oh, sur dur.
اقدر اتحرك يا عمي شحن لي زاريا شو تسوي فيه؟
Mercy. Penny.
1 2 3 جو فايز 1
هذا وراك.
يا نانو
هير
نانو
Almost. We got it, ready?
يا
Ashraf.
لي ايوه كذا. فاك ترى.
Careful Ash.
Il dort. Attention.
لسه بوينت
He's not all. I thought he was one. Can you rest me here, Mercy?
You move it so fast. He's dead.
Yeah, careful. No, Mercy's resting, so there's no heals.
One block him.
Thank you, Angela. You're going to be okay.
Kill Wayne, Diva, good job.
موف كار
Is that a mid? Nice, Ash, good job, I love you. Okay, wait, I gotta block the Zarya. Are you ready? Ah, I can.
Careful, that double hit's going on high ground.
Yeah, go play safe.
I need them dash.
Good go.
No, heal now, heal.
Good go.
ثلاثة واحد شيله.
وين مت حسين؟ شمك انا حط
Wayne.
Bubble sleep. Never mind.
Oh, I hit my life.
Right.
اسرع يلا
نشيد نبرر
J'ai pas compris ce que tu m'as dit.
Ouais, on verra ça après.
Right anti.
لسه شوان
Nice, guys, I love you so much. Oui, pas bien. I'll help you, Ash. Please.
Nice.
لسه باين لسه
Okay, Ash top.
go for
Okay, guys, I go top, I'm gonna blaze out, okay?
Sure, okay. I got Nemo, I can handle the Ryan and Wizard. They have shadow.
they have graph too.
Okay. Well, if they all grab, I'll probably nano either May or the Ash.
We burn you, Ash, we burn you. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
You're powered up. Get in there.
All freeze. Lucian point.
Je vais faire.
Super one. Ash top. I ward Zarya.
Right,
Guys,
GG's.
you win.
Mec, j'aurais pu faire
Good luck for next.
0 mort. Je suis un fils de pute.
Right, GG's guys.
Ça pile, hein.
GG, guys, good luck.
Play of the game.
Oh.
Right. Okay, let's see if my replay pops up. Oh, the replay pops up, hang on. Right, let's just try a different map. The analysis stream might be on still. Oh, they've been gone because of the patch. Right, yes, that makes sense. I can do a POV of right, but Scrim's are better. That makes so much sense. That's how it works. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. that update's ruined it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's why I can't do it. The update from like the little mini update means I can't do the replays from before the update. Yeah, but I don't know who scrimmed today. Like, and also like, did they scrim after the update or not? Like, I don't know. Did you? Yeah, but I can't do it for certain reasons. Yeah, it's not the most valuable scrim to do.
What did you do?
Now arriving at Yidang Tower.
Why is Conde sent into the frontline wall of Snapchat group? Everyone go watch Dan's stream. Now he is on Monkey. Oh no! And it's just a picture of you.
Hey guys. Well, we know what they're gonna play. Oh wait, hang on. What does Ball's Life play? Let's have a look. I wonder what they're gonna. I wonder what they're gonna play.
Bastion, Bastion Farah or Bastion Widow.
Probably Bastion Widow.
What should I go Genji?
You can do, but like I said, it depends. Like you have to be clean. I'm going right side because I don't want to eat the fat. Like whatever Quartz is playing.
Yeah, I told you.
Ball discorded 250.
What Lord?
Ball.
Yeah, Bob.
شلون ديف ما داك شنو هذا مهم.
فارس شنو؟
اوكي they're batting around. Can you kill him?
Yeah, stink, man.
I need healing, guys.
Let's go point.
Yeah, come on.
I'll cap. Stay outside, I'll cap.
كلنا.
You can push up. Ball's in our spawn on the right. Ball behind, looking for a boot. Bash your main, discorded. Bastion's main and discorded. He's set up.
I'm dead.
No, I got booked. Bastion. Diva.
باتن
Bastion one.
يجيني باتن بسرعة.
What?
It's okay, we're good.
Okay, what?
Just still push. Diva still point. Armo still point.
Can't.
يا أخي دشيت عليه بس أنا
I need help. Fucking Tracer. This is what I was worried about actually. Like Zen's so good versus their comp, but fucking Tracer's giving me AIDS in my life.
Try to force the mortal so I can drag it.
Sure, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, high ground. I'm done.
Your boss tanks high ground.
Yeah. Push me. I need a swap. Nice.
No.
Dimac.
باتن ذكرنا
Yeah. More. Push. Nice, we got it. Ball coming.
I'm cheat.
Oh, I need to get this.
Optician.
I can't.
I will pop this. Merchant. How we lose?
First say, because the mine's got like 2 people.
Bro, this kid doesn't know how to play Diva. Hello?
والله كذا مفترول ترى.
Say, oh, we might be worth a
Never mind high ground.
Yep.
I'm done.
Bastion's asleep. I can anti him. Ready? Anti?
Okay. 3, 2, go. مرشون يلا.
I need help. Yep. That's my life.
My bad.
Actually, give him time.
Ball. It's fine.
Back.
I'll rest.
Yeah, just stay alive.
Spawn coming, give.
That's fine.
Bastion one.
No.
Button.
Where is he? Special sleep. Ready, anti. 3. Oh.
Okay, that was the next. Unless he's getting dived. Next.
ما هغير داي والله.
But still point. Never mind. Go, drop out.
Watching your back.
I can't see there. Fuck.
I can confirm this.
Yeah, I don't barrage, babe.
Let me help.
I can't help you touch. I can't touch.
You have to bomb. No.
But listen. If we're playing this comp, just say get off the fire. Keep me alive on the Zenyatta. But I say just play like Tracer Sombra, or we play like Ryan May and like depending on okay right. Listen, play Tracer Sombra. But I say keep me alive on the Zen. Just pocket me hard on the Zen. I say and listen to my Discord calls, and we'll delete everyone. I say Mercy.
This guy isn't in team chat and he's playing Diva.
الكيلر ما يدخل مصر.
Yeah, it's Sully, it's Bella, it's fucking.
Oh, it's a healer main on tank. Nice.
But speed us out, Mercy, then swap back to Mercy. Oh no man, too late. It's fine. Just watch out for pharmacy boop, okay?
Right.
No, come no. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Now they're pharmacy, yes. We don't no speed.
I have 2 megas, okay? I have 2 megas.
250. Oh, okay, it's fine. No, I only got this here.
يا أخي لا والله كيلر مشرر وايد حيل.
Okay, listen. But say go. Yeah, I'm just getting off this. But say play the fire. I say we should go bridge versus these comps because like we get stuck in white room. The Pharah spams us down, we die. We can always go bridge. But now we got white room. We have to push into like a Pharah and a fucking bunch of spam.
This will heal you.
Right, ready? Stop. Go. You ready to go point? Go point now.
He's all the way back there.
No, Boston. The Boston one. My bad.
Go. Lucy, wait.
Para one. They're boxing. Careful, okay? Boxing. One low.
Bash. Still in. Fair one. Fair dead. But if they, I don't think they have a res. Sally's on Bastion. Nice. Right, listen, just go straight to the point, straight onto the point. I'll throw healing up. Everyone on point now, go.
Okay.
Mercy one.
I'm going 10 bonus, get him.
Fuck it. Lucy one. Rob. Lucy one.
Yeah, behind.
Oh. Well.
Okay, it's actually on. Just died. Come back.
Oh, go home.
Yeah. I'm gonna need it.
What? What's this thing? What?
There was a flaw in my
How much you gonna have to touch? Yeah. Come bridge fast.
Nice.
Lucio one.
Let's just it. I'm on point.
Yeah, have him point.
They're Lucy one. Take off.
Trish dead.
It's actually on.
Oh yeah, we just play perfectly and not get barraged on minefield.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Go. The board's half. Follow.
D1.
What?
The ball's fucked up it.
Bro, this guy's so bad.
Play here. Don't يمرض. He will not hurt, okay. شنو ما ادري شنو ما يزين فايت ما ادري. ديفا.
Oh, that's Q8 sad.
I'm What's the don't die by mine.
Oh fuck, the fuck was one!
Barrage ammo.
Barrage. I forget too. Actually, okay.
I can't touch. It's okay. Well done, Messi. Right, everyone get on the point. I'm fighting healing all. We're in the window. Healing all coming.
I'm coming back. I'm going for the barrage. D1, nice.
Give it, Messi. D1.
No.
I'm done. 3 seconds on.
That was...
Oh,
lucky guys.
We retire, they're gonna be the new
Oh!
No. Hold up.
It's just Hassan is so bad and just people just can't play the game.
Is Atmong still queuing?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
There's nothing unlucky about it. We just had the wrong DPS. Our tanks just didn't work together. Like there was no point. We must have just gone Ryan, like May, Sombra, Lucio, Moira, just ran into him the entire game. So they died, but then I'm saying they're Quartz, so Quartz just counters there. Whatever support I play, if I play Lucio, I'm just AFK because my tanks can't do anything because they're fucking never healed. Just.
I don't like it. I know you didn't ask me, but I don't like it.
I think it looks alright. The Doomsday skin looks alright. Okay, I can do some analysis. Fucking ranked is just a joke.
What? Which one?
No.
What's B Wilding's Twitter?
Right. Okay.
I found a game. I've got Gibraltar. Pretty good Widow map. Like.
Okay, I can do analysis. Nice.
For fuck's sake.
Ready for battle.
Yeah. Scrims from today.
You taking the pick?
Yeah, they sent me some codes. I'm gonna quickly. Right. Okay. Right, okay. That should be good. Update the tile. Right. Let me just get my chat back up. Okay, right. Chat's now up. Okay. Right. So let's have a look at the teams here. Right, let's get until they leave the spawn room, so we know what they're both going to be playing. At the moment, it looks like just a meta mirror.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, right, meta mirror. Right, let's have a look. See what's going on. Okay, so they're going straight to red team's going straight to point, blue team's going straight to point. Okay, right. I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit weird. Not a little bit weird. Something that I personally don't like. I do not like McCree for the first team fight of this map at all, because you can get This map is all about positional advantage. This map is like, there's so much. This high ground here, controlling this high ground, or controlling the point, depending on what your comp wants to do. It's like the most important thing. Like, it's one of the maps where like it's like Dorado second or Eichenwald second point with the castle, where the high ground is so dominant. This high ground, you can see the top, you can see mid, and you can see main. You can even see this little flank if people want to be really cute with May walls, but you can see every direction, and you get like a really nice spammable angle where every hero's like fall off damage is not really that much affected. Obviously D.Va can't do much, but say if you do have a McCree and you win a fight, McCree never loses fall off damage. So this high ground is just like S tier dominant. One of the best high grounds in King of the Hill. Better than the Oasis Bounce House one. Like, it's really, really good. Maybe Downtown Busan is the only one that comes to mind, or like the high ground is just S tier on that map too, right? But anyway, so by playing Lucio, by playing McCree, you lose the opportunity for your team to go Symmetra. Now, I'm not going Symmetra and sticking with it necessarily, although Symmetra is good, but teleporting out a spawn. Personally, like this rollout here going straight to point, and it's the same on the red team. Both teams are just rushing straight to point, which is fair enough, and it's fine, right? Because both teams are doing it. It means that both teams have a pretty equal fight. However, leaving spawn in one of the top entrances, not the main entrance of the ship, the top entrance, and sim teleporting out, you can get to one about here. Your whole team takes the teleporter, other than obviously the Symmetra, unless you're running the Symmetra, of course. Speed boost out, and then the Lucio comes back as a fast character. The Symmetra either stays Symmetra or comes back on Reaper. Now, although Reaper and Symmetra are both worse, like as longer the fights go on, winning first fight is so important on this map and gives you so much control that I think it's always worth playing like Reaper or Symmetra, or I'm trying to think of another fast hero. Doomfist is, when Doomfist is not banned, of course. Doomfist is banned this week, but when Doomfist is not banned, one of these heroes that can catch up to the rest of the team is very, very important. Like I said, at the moment it's fine, but it's just a little something you can do to give you the edge. Because with a Symmetra teleport, you always get the advantage here. You always come to this point earlier than the other team, which means you can either wall top, or you can wall main, or you can get yourself in the position to play this side of the point. Now, the other thing I want to talk about before this fight breaks down, but this is before the map's even started, right? The other thing I want to talk about before this fight breaks down is attacking the point from which side you go. So many teams will go this way, right? And the natural response to go this way, especially if you're the team attacking. So say like you've lost a team. Oh, what have I done? Okay, I'm restarting. Right. Anyway. You know, if you lost a team fight, the whole enemy team should be up here somewhere, like along this bit here, like looking for a nice wall on your way in. And every team's response is to go this way here into this little bit, and then onto point, and then the fight happens. Like the defending team gets to wall, like attacking from this side and wall this part off, and the attacking team, here and can wall them off. But in these fights, right, where no one has point control, like there's 0 point control, and it's basically like this is the most neutral fight you're going to take. There's no ultimates, there's no ultimates, no positional advantage to worry about, especially if you're not playing Symmetra, right? So there's no positional advantage, there's no ultimates. Always come this side of the point. Now you may ask why. It's because this side of the point to attack from is a lot better than this side for two reasons. In my opinion, you can call me out on this, you can say I'm wrong, you can talk about a lot of reasons. There are some downsides to this point, but going this side is better than going to the far side towards C side, right? Because here you have this pillar, and this pillar can act as a really nice spot for your Ana to hide behind, right? If Tamin asked me for it, then I would, but I'm going to just do the whole team because it just seems like the right thing. Also, I don't really care too much about mechanics and more about personal mistakes, and you can see that in a third-person view. But yeah, anyway, so this pillar exists. There's this bit of cover, and obviously there's this bit of cover for the Ana to hide behind. So if the enemy team is not playing Mei for some god no reason, or Mei's banned this week, right? The Ana can actually just sit off point and just poke either side of this to heal for free, and it's completely safe. There's like, you can't be killed from above, you can only be killed from the sides, and it's like, even if they start flanking, like sometimes you'll get like a Mong McCree, like everyone will go this way and someone like Shaco will come this way because he's like, okay, I trust my aim, I'm going to kill someone. You can use this pole to save yourself. But the more important reason is this: when you attack from this side, you get 2 Mei walls compared to the enemy's 1. And by that I mean you can do the normal Mei wall, which is like a Mei wall across this section here, where the camera's like across the archway, right, across the entrance. Obviously you can do one on point 2, but you get this main one. But also you can do a vertical wall here, up to here, and so that means if they push, if they are like dilly dallying about, right, and they don't want to touch the point because they're scared of the Mei wall, right? Some teams will hesitate at this section. You can do a vertical wall one, like here, along here, up along this part, connecting with this wall, with like the inside part of the point, and then the Rhine is isolated and you can kill him. So in these truly neutral fights, right, in these fights where nothing happens, like there's no ultimates, there's no positional advantage, you can either give yourself a positional advantage by picking an inferior comp and playing Symmetra or Reaper, you know, say this week for example, but you get the high ground control, and yeah, you get the high ground control, and you can attack from the more dominant side. Or if you are both going to take these raw neutral fights, always come left side, or you know, this side, you know, the side that's more with the rest of the map than C side, because if you go C side, you just giving yourself less chances at all. My personal opinion, people can be wrong. Like I said, when you've lost a team fight and you're pushing in, you should always push this side because it's harder for the enemy to rotate the high ground. These pillars sort of cut them a little bit. I mean, you are still at risk from this high ground thing, but you're a lot more risk the other side. But anyway, let's actually get onto the scrim, right? But I'm just talking a little bit about this map in general, because King of the Hill is like really important. First team fight is basically a map point. Not always, that's not always the case, but a first team fight is way more important on King of the Hill than it is on any other map, because it just snowballs your ultimates. If you snowball your ults correctly, you just win the game. Actually, that's simple. So let's have a look. Let's have a look how these teams set this out. They've both gone through main. Hey Conde, hey everyone. The fight gets underway and he's getting no value for the first. He's waiting for the perfect one. Yeah, no, yeah, I would say definitely. If that's well, I'll have a look for it as well. But we see like both teams right now have come this way. Both teams have come this way, right? Which enter this weird situation, right? Where now, like Ted, because he hasn't took the point, like because they're a little bit split and hasn't took the point, you can do this wall here and wall him off. But like what blue team should do should just get the point control and then make them push into you. Okay, so bad wall doesn't wall anyone off. No one's trapped inside. No one's trapped out of it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll keep an eye on it. So bad wall. So like this side should just literally off that wall alone should just be blues. If Dean lands a good wall, never mind. Okay. So the problem is that ice wall is that ice wall is now red team has the point and they have the next wall coming up. So that's really like kind of your win condition. You can work a lot on the Rhine shield. Everyone should at this point just be working on the Rhine shield. Maybe the McCree goes for like a hero flank and tries to kill someone. But ideally, right now, all that should happen. Everyone should be just focusing on each other's Rhine shields. Both walls are messed up. Red team's got point control. They're looking for Ted's looking for the McCree, but this might actually just be his death sentence.
Time to raise my APS. No.
Good anti. Good anti. The anti's just saved Hiki super hard. Because Hiki was about to just like get baited and die. Okay, so let's have a look at what goes on here. Oh, is he? Was in Jason S? See, but like you see, look, he sees the McCree and he's like, yep, but he doesn't have speed boost because his Lucio's back here. If he had speed boost, he might be able to get him, but the problem is this just ends up being like really risky because look at the distance between him and his team. Like right now, Tamin should be closer and just like freezing their entire team. Like he just needs to hold shield. He's very lucky not to die. Good DM, because if that nade hits, he's just so dead. Really good DM. But what Tamin should be doing is just be holding R2 over the whole enemy team. Instead he's gone for ult charge with like the icicles and he's got none of them. So let's have a look at Tamin in this fight. I want to watch everything he does. He should have more than 17% ult charge. So he walls. Good, he's holding R2 which gets through DM. Okay, now he's R2ing a wall. If you're going to break the wall you want to obviously use... Right. So now he's spamming left. Now he's spamming the old right click. See, at this point, Tamin should be close because both teams, right, have used ice wall and both teams have failed to secure a kill off it. So Tamin should just be close and just holding R2 over like these entire like bunch of heroes. Watching out for flashbang, you know, with our Mokka's help, but should be just freezing them and trying to look for flashbang. Dean should be doing the same, but Dean's weak, so Dean's backed off. Dean should be like here and just try like freezing the Rhine, because when the icicle's great is for like the pre-fight like building ult and good at clearing up, but these like the fights when the fights are going on, like the R2's a lot stronger because it goes through DM and it stops the enemy Rhine from playing the game. I've mentioned this in another stream, but you only get 3 swings. Like if you start swinging and start getting frozen, you get 3 swings before you get frozen, which means you only get 2. You get 2 if they're far away, and then you put your shield up to stop yourself being frozen. And if they're very close, you only get 1 swing, and then you have to start shield dancing, because otherwise the May can just run inside you, like in your shield, and freeze you. Anyway, let's have a look at this fight. Oh, we've seen this fight. Good nade by Sammy. Unlucky by Mike not to eat it. He had DM. Obviously, what? Okay, he looked like he had like quite a lot of DM. I would have definitely DM'd the down Ryan, even though it's a little bit feels a little bit like counterintuitive. Let's have a look. Good anti forces Ted to hold his shield until it breaks. So Dean has to use block here. It's a good wall. Oh, smart. So I don't know if it's smart or he did it on purpose, but like if we did it on accident, but Tamin like held down R2, so he only got the May freeze to do damage through the DM. So he gets a kill even though that that's not a kill for him, it should be good. And that's just clean up surely. If I'm red team, I chase hard here. Yep, keep chasing. Because until the May gets back, like the May's back now, right? Yeah, the May's back. You can see right at the back over here. But like chasing is really risky. Say if like you kill a McCree or Anna, you're like, oh let's go. But if they have a May and they have a May with Ice Wall particularly, you can still lose the team fight. But if May's dead, you should just be 6-man rushing this ball. Okay, so we have Nano versus Nano. About to say, so yeah, Nano versus Nano. That's it really. No one's done anything other than Nano versus Nano. So this fight we should be looking for a wall here and just speeding with Nano. Because like whoever team presses like this fight, whoever wins, right, is whoever gets like an okay wall. Doesn't have to be a good wall, but just a wall that separates the Anna from the Rhine and a Nano. That is literally it. So they're playing point, which I don't mind. And again, I spoke about this before too. The response to a Nano Rhine always should be Lucio speed, preferably Lucio amp speed. May holds R2 the entire time, and Rhine holds shield. So the Rhine holds shield because he's gonna take like extra poke damage from the DPS. So he just needs to hold shield, walk backwards. It blocks shatter too, and Tamin needs to just hold R2 over the Rhine. Okay, right, fair enough, that makes sense. Cool. So, they've walled. But our Mokka's just gonna be frozen. Okay, all they need to do, or that net, they probably kill Anna though. Okay, kill Anna, but they kill Lucio. So good wall gets Lucio, right? Good anti gets 3 of his anti, but he does trade his life. So now if Fish can stay alive, they might win this. Never mind, like a freight train, and they've lost this fight. It might have even been worth a Mokka, right? Like if you okay, so you used how you would have won this fight, like more cleanly, right? Is when you don't have Maywall. Like if you're like, depends how many seconds you're off. Taking the fights out in the open is better. Like I'm just like if Tamin had Maywall like cooldown by the time they get to point, then it makes sense. But if he's not going to kill it by the time he gets to point, let's have a look. Let's have a little count. Like you. So let's have a look. So once the wall goes down, it'll be 13 seconds. Oh wait. Right, there's the wall. 1, 8%, 9%. Okay. So it'll be up at 21%. He has his ice wall back up at 21%. Okay, so he's got his ice wall back up. So why doesn't he wall them when they come in? Because this is the wall he should be looking for. It doesn't have to be perfect, but he should be looking for it. Like here, should wall now. Should just wall now. This wall here, good enough. Look, Anna, it has 4 outside the wall, 2 in. Instead, they come in and wall first. They just took the initiative. This fight's almost won. But the nano comes when he's antied rather than like afterwards, because like the difference right now is that he would, you could argue that he might have died right without the damage resistance, but there's more better chance to either just lose the fight or just try and lose the fight and then come back and retake with a nano, or wait until the anti's over. But that's just I understand why Sammy did it. That's not what I'm talking about. He gets freight trained, and that's his stalling point. Okay, let's talk about positional control. Yeah, everyone should be up here. Let's say red team wasn't up here because they were still chasing, and then they were too slow to chase, so then they didn't confirm any extra kills. So they gave away the higher ground control, which now blue team's got. Let's see how red team deals with it, or how blue team uses it. So they work the Ryan Shield on the way in. This is something that is a really bad habit. And watch out, not so much for this meta, but for other meta. Yeah, blue team does have 6 cells now. Because they just won off a Maywall. They took a neutral fight. You don't play up there at all. Yeah, you just don't sit point. It's just really bad. Like you just give away all your shield for free. And you can always just come in and push in and break the wall. And if they wall you off these days, like you can just focus one May part and it'll come through. Like say you set up higher ground and they wall this point just to try and steep cap the point, well they're just getting up the best resource for winning team fights, and you can just break one section and then you just push onto the point like an attacking team. But this is a pet peeve of mine, really big pet peeve, is Souza the entire time, like for that duration, it was only a short period of time, and now Panda have not used this Ryan Shield. So in other metas, but you can be in this one because there is a McCree and May and Anna. Like always, when people have to do rotations, quotation marks, like this is a rotation 2 point, right? Look for late stragglers. Because watch when the rain goes, and watch this time that the McCrees shoot. Lucio shoot. Now, okay, it's unlucky. The blue team's aim wasn't either focusing the same target or was just not like missed too many shots. But like these 2 people not using the Ryan Shield is a risk, and you can lose team fights by just focusing it. On the reverse, every team fight you take a high ground up on, you take a fight up on this high ground. Every single team fight you take a high ground fight up on this thing. Look for a late straggler. It's usually an Anna or a Zen, or in that case a McCree. Look for him, focus him. Lucio spam, Anna spam. Like Anna doesn't like to do healing, so Anna can shoot him, McCree can shoot him, May can shoot him, Lucio can shoot him, fire strike him if you need to. Because if you kill him, like that's it, you win the fight. It's all over. So See now, they had the high ground, they expanded the shield a little bit. They landed a fat anti because they had high ground control. They're high nooning. The Mei wall is bad. That Mei wall is good. Okay, so they're high nooning, which is an okay response. Like, you know, I would wait for, if you're gonna high noon, you dump speed. Like, high noon needs to be paired with a speed amp, and I think you use speed amp to get through choke. Could be wrong. When does Panda use his amp? Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so then McCree, oh, and then they don't speed him. Oh, they amp speed now. Okay, there's Panda's speed. So like McCree ult should be immediately paired with a speed boost because the wall's always going to come up and you need to get around this wall. He does see, he gets around it with a speed boost and catches someone out. Very smart. Perfect. I'm glad Panda didn't use it at choke. I thought he used it at choke because that's what most people would do. Against Dean, even though the blue team's definitely got the better wall, because like all this time Sammy still hasn't managed to rotate round. The Ryan's had to hold shield because he's scared of the high noon. And comes round and catches Dean out, so this should be like a retake. Okay, what the hell's going on here? Right, so Jason slams Armocker. Hiki slams Jason. Cameron's also got slammed, I think. Got slammed. Then they try and save Jason. But where the hell is Mike? Why didn't Mike DM Jason in this situation? Did he get slammed too? Because this is still winnable, even after losing the Mei, even though it's like their biggest total winners. This is still winnable because they have so many ultimates. They have like 6 ults, and losing Blizzard is like not like the okay, it's terrible, it's awful, but losing Blizzard is like you can win this with ults. So Dean's in slammed. Mike eats it. He gets slammed. Okay, that's why. Anti good, smart. They commit with a beat, which is questionable. He dies actually. Tamming blizzards. Okay, this just seems like a lot of panic, right? If I'm honest, this seems like a little bit like a whole lot of panic. So, from both teams. Blue team is like, fuck it, we've lost someone early, let's invest ults. They've invested, they had a stacked ult bank, they had an entire ult bank, and they used 5 ultimates. They used High Noon, Beat, Shatter, Nano, Diva Bomb, and frankly, have killed 2 people. You know what I mean? Okay, they got a baby Diva too, but okay, they've killed 2.5 people. In response, red team has used Shatter, High Noon, not Diva Bomb. Well, Shatter, High Noon, and Blizzard. The problem is with using 5 ults in one fight, it just fucks you up for the entire map. So they used 5 ultimates and lost trying to make up a, just a man down disadvantage when stalling the point and retaking with them ultimates is a lot more strong. Like Tamim wasted Blizzard. I mean, it sucks. It was needed. Like, you know, the enemy team had no Ryan, they had no Anna. Like they used beat. It was a bit of a panic, but the Diva's not in there with the beat. Like the Diva used Diva bombs. So there's just a baby Diva that's beated. So you know what I mean? Like it's not the most important thing, but it's okay because the enemy team has used everything. However, the downside is that red team also has used everything, and they have beat versus Blizzard. That's it. Maybe Diva bomb too. Right. So red team should come higher ground. No. Okay. I can't believe. Okay, right. Wow. Okay, yeah. You said you don't play up there. You just should. There's so much advantages from like playing up here. Like, what happens if you're playing this part of the point and they come top? They just come top for free. If they come mid, they come mid for free. If they come main, even at main right now, you're not punishing main with this main wall. Like Sammy's going high ground, fine. I don't necessarily even like it that much because unless he stays like really hidden. If Sammy stays hidden, Hiki like stays up here, stays absolutely hidden. Hiki like plays this corner super hard, right? And then they push out of point, like they stay on point and push out into the team here. I like it on high ground. Otherwise, he's gonna have to. He's done this rotation. He's gonna have to drop in a minute. Okay, so he slept Mike, but that stalls him, and he's already dropped. So what was the point of him rotating all this way? I mean, it's pre-fight, so it doesn't really matter, but the whole team should be on this high ground. Like, Sammy being up there doesn't really do anything. Like, he's landed asleep, sure, he's delayed them, but he probably could have done that from the low ground. He wasn't playing behind the range shield. Didn't get any poke damage, didn't land a fat anti, like, the high ground and rotation was just a bit weird. Everyone should just... Oh man, everyone should play the high ground from this point. So again, where's the wall? Where's the wall? Where's the wall? Okay, we killed Sousa. Sousa's killed Shaw. And they've walled. It's a bad wall. That's the second bad wall in the row for Tammy. Better wall. A lot better wall. But still not like really good if the wall's because the wall's at an angle. But better, you saw that Hiki got caught up on the wall a little bit. So now just blue team are down, they just got to get out. They just need to back up. Okay, Tamin hid and it worked. So Jason's just dead. Big. Right, whoever DOW is, I'm not going to judge from one map, but he had a rough map because he didn't use Blizzard the entire map. The poor man had a mail and just saved it for next round. Which is unfortunate. Red, like, but still, it still point stands. Always between rounds or between team fights, get this high ground. You get the advantageous push onto point. You can spam and catch late rotations. You can wall off choke. You can wall off top. And you can wall off mid, kind of. Mid is the safest rotation there is. It's a little bit long, obviously it comes here, along this bridge, up here, through here, into here and upwards, because like there's two exits, so even if like your rank gets hauled here, your rest of your team comes this way and saves him. But you should always play this high ground because you can just land balls for free. So far Tamin hasn't been spamming, he did do it to speed high noon, even though he probably has, you know, Sim not ever stay Sim or change to Reaper and teleport and Wraithform to catch up to the team. Just because the high ground control is so important. But then like I'm worried that your team are gonna do that and then not use the high ground control correctly. Like using the high ground control like up here, let's say at the Symmetra and they go main, you can drop early, like you'd be here like this up here, right? By the time they get to this choke point. So if they come top, you can wall them off, and obviously it's a free farm, right? You put 3 sim turrets above the exit, above the entrance, right? And you free farm them. But with the high ground control here, and they go main like they did, you can drop and get onto the point. You can get 6 people onto the point before they can. Like, that's the reason why the positioning's so strong. You control where you take the team fight. So say like one team runs mirror and they go top, right? And you run like the Symmetra to teleport out of spawn. You get the wall here, and you're like here, like you're on this section here, where my camera is right now, looking this section here. Before as they just enter the room, they start entering the room, and you can look for the easiest May wall of your life on this top section. So they don't go top, right? So they go main, because they're the 2 main options for the first fight, like truly like the real neutral fight with no ultimates. Like most teams won't go mid. Maybe like some teams, like I don't know, it's very rare. Most teams, like no one ever uses this, and it's really really strong. The mid, right? But say they go main, right? So you see they've not gone top, right? You can scout top maybe with a diva, maybe just like you can just like okay, we can see they're going main. You can come this way and still keep the speed and get onto point as a 6 man and sit on point before they've turned this corner. And all this time you're on point, the ice wall becomes harder because you can keep the distance between like your back line and your front line like really short. Forcing it onto point means like the Mei wall doesn't fit the entire length of the point. There's like gaps on the side, which means that they can't use this Mei wall using the entrances, right? They can't use this Mei wall to full block you off. So Sammy can always rotate round and heal Hiki. And you get the vertical Mei wall and the horizontal one on this point. That's why it's so strong. And then like that fight, you snowball super hard. So say you have Symmetra, right? You could put 3 turrets. You could put 3 turrets on the point. So even if you fuck up your Mei wall, the Symmetra, they can't push in for free. Because if they push in, they get push in and they get slowed down. And the entire time, the Symmetra builds, charge, right? Say you got Reaper. Reaper is like weird because Reaper is really not as good because obviously the flashbang thing will be, but by taking the high ground control and then dropping to point and getting this corner, Reaper can literally play here and just break shield. And anytime the Rhine does anything, swings, anything, like he gets shot in the face by a Reaper, you just have way more damage. Even if the McCree is continuing to like fan the hammering at point blank range, you just have better shield break and you have more damage on the Reinhardt, more pressure. Also, Death Blossom is just really good on this point. High Noon shouldn't be getting that value. That's all on Dean. Like, Dean should not be dying to a speed High Noon as made. You have 2 abilities, is either wasting his ice block on something that it doesn't need to, or not reacting fast enough, but he shouldn't be dying to a speed High Noon. Whereas Death Blossom, again, like, okay, there's Diva, Defense Matrix, and Flashbang, but a lot of them get used, like, as the fight goes on. So as long as you don't open up with Death Blossom, you can actually just kill like 6, and Symbol is obviously really strong. Okay. Meta versus meta on this point is interesting because, okay, it might not be true full meta like there's a Tracer, but it's basic. Nope. Okay, so there's meta versus meta. Nope. Okay, they bummed off the Mei. Right. This point is complicated as all hell. Honestly, I actually hate trying to coach this point and talking about this point because it's very, very hard and there's a lot of RNG about it. Because Lucio gets like maximum value here. This is one of the only maps where, like, you can play the Rhine, like, by meta I mean the Lucio, Mei, Diva, Rhine, right? That's like the healer can change, the second DPS can change, but for me that's meta, right? You can play the meta comp, you can force them onto point, but the rollout from Hammond that comes slamming through here, right? The way dive works on this point, you can sit Zen back here. Like, you can sit Zen all the way back in the corner, and it's very hard to dive, and you can rotate based on where the team is going. The way like boops work on this map with like Pharmacy, Lucio, Hammond, etc. Like they can boop, like they can carry fights by just booping. I don't like playing the Rhine, Diva, McCree, Mei, personally. And if I do, I like it with a Moira. Like in a raw mirror, it doesn't matter. The Ana is always better because the Ana has more utility and still has the ability to keep a line up. But what they're going to do, what if blue team can win this fight, right? Even playing a crap comp like double hit scan, which is literally should just never be seen, even in masters, like maybe low masters, where last time you should see double hit scan like this, right? By just letting red team go to point and breaking shield, because the Mei, unless you push this blue team, the Mei is like useless. It's almost impossible to get a wall in here. Like the only wall you can get is this one in the neutral fight, right? Once you've won the point, this comp becomes god tier because you don't play the point at all and you just play this choke. But this opening first fight, what you need to do is not go to point like you're doing now and push this Reinhardt in the room. Because the soldier's then useless. The soldier's actually just useless. He's by himself. And this blue team's rotated with no punishment from the Mei wall. And what you've done is you've now played into their comp. You're like, GG's, I'm just going to show my tail, just give them the comp. Who's going to kill Dean? No one's going to kill Dean. Who's going to kill Sean? No one's going to kill Sean. How are they going to wall off Jason? It's actually just, no one knows, right? So, like, this is already going wrong to start with, like, personally. You might even win this fight, but this is still bad. Because you force yourself into a small room where you can all be spammed from this angle. Like, the angles of sightlines, right, that Sousa has is this. That's it. Even if he stands here, this is his sight line. If he stands here, this is his sight line. He can't escape without like doing a 6-man May wall, lifting up or whatever and getting fancy with it. There's no escape. This is the sight line. On the other hand, look at Dean's sight line. Dean's sight line is the entire point. Sean's sight line is the entire point. Anyone who leaves could be booped out by whoever Kappa abuser is. And it's really hard to wall, because say if you do a wall like this way, like a horizontal wall across, right? There's still the corners where the Ana can heal you from. Like either side, doesn't matter what side, like the Ana could heal him. Okay. So unlucky, flashbang and deletion. But you can see this, like you can watch it in slow motion. Or like watch this again, like how just dumb this is. You have a May, their soldier is just AFKing no man's land. You're like, okay, let's play into the soldier rather than just push this way. When you have soldier's how viable is soldier? Soldier's not very viable. He's okay in dive. If you're playing dive versus dive, he's okay. About to say, like, yeah, no, I agree with you, Ali, 100%. Yeah, but even if you don't know, what Ali has said is right. Going inside this small room and chasing rotations. So, like, how the point should be played, right? By two teams that, like, by two teams that are, like, you know, just a little bit more, like, I don't know, togetherness, right? Most like teams like May, every team that has a May should take a fight in here, because there's a free May wall here, and if you push this blue team with no May, they have to back up, right? Because even if you mong the May wall and fuck it up, Tamin can just hold R2 and he can just keep like swinging, whereas you know Jason can't. Instead, you're now playing into the thingamabobby. You're playing into their team. What mostly happens, what I was expecting to happen if I had a guess, like in the comps, red team would go this way, rotate this way, and chase. Blue team would end up where Dean is, and then Dean would run away. And then you play the merry-go-round where you're always running around the point, because the first team to go to the point is really risky. You just take so much spam. It's open. There's no cover. Where's the cover for Hiki? Even like watch where the cover for Hiki is. Look. Where is his cover? Where is his cover? Where's his cover? Where's his cover? The entire time, his cover is here, off the point, in no man's land. And again, like, watch the ult charge of like red team versus the ult charge of blue team. This is a little bit unlucky, but watch, ready? Higlitz comes in. Oh, never mind. Helix just got mongs. I thought the Helix went this way. He gets stunned and dies. And now the entire time you're locked in a small room, like not being able to do any damage, and they just need to sit there. They don't even need to push you. They can literally just leave you there. Now you got to come out into a Ryan. Fat anti because there's no shield. Knockers down. Tamin's gonna die. He's back to donate another 500 ult charge. And look at the ultimate difference. Playing point always on this point is really, 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 really risky. Because if you go to the point before the point unlocks, you take too much spam and your only cover is this bit. And this room is the death room. The only time it's okay to go into this room is when the other team is also in this room. So let's go. You don't want to have this game where you're like, oh, I'm going to sit on right, I'm going to sit on point and let my range shield get low, because they only have to contest just before you capture, and just before you capture, the enemy Lucio can sit above you and contest for days, and you'll never get the point, and Ryan is just taking 1,000 shield damage where their Ryan comes in with a fresh shield. It's really, really bad. Putting yourself in like a small room is just awful for antis too. It's really risky. Let's have a look at the next fight. Hopefully it goes better. So, blue team. If I'm blue team right now, I have like 5 of them or 4 of them sit point, right? I have 4 of them sit point. Like maybe Lucio can like play up here, like, or on here, right? Looking for the flank, right? Anna, Ryan, D.Va. Anna can play like these steps here, play like this little peaky bit here. If Ryan, D.Va contesting the point, maybe even just D.Va, and then have like the hit scan off to the side, right? So they can just flank and rotate. So hopefully that's how blue team sets up. See, that's kind of risky holding up, because if Tamin was a little bit closer, like Tamin wasn't the one in the back, you can just wall him up. But now look, where's the wall? How do you land a good wall on this point? Lucio's feeding his brains out, like express trains to feed your brains out, but because Jason's got an early shatter because everyone inside, I'm not 42 for fuck's sake, I'm 25. Big shatter from Jason. So, we go again. And I mentioned this before, but usually I mentioned this before in different analysis streams as well. But on King of the Hill, first fight matters most. So it's the one that. But it doesn't matter, Tammy. You have so long before the point unlocks. You have so long before the point unlocks, because it's not. Or especially on this point, it's not when you commit to going to the point. You're like, this is when we commit resources. The entire time you're not on point. You don't have to commit DM. You don't have to commit shield. You don't have to commit ice wall, ice block. Nothing, nada. All you need to do is hope that Sammy is not a complete bot and can heal up random poke damage, right? Which he's doing perfectly well. At least he's not a Moira this time, right? But as soon as you go there, like you're committing. You're like, hey, I'm gonna commit my resources, and going there first is really risky. All you have to do is just be like the team that commits slightly later, like when the point's almost captured but not fully captured, and you get there. Right. So let's have a look. So again, like because they won first fight, they have ult advantage again. So they have High Noon, D.Va Bomb, and Visor. Visor, like the only thing is that ults are crap, right? Blizzard's so much better than bloody. Blizzard's so much better than both the hit scan ults combined. But like blue team's idea is probably like a flank High Noon, speed High Noon, maybe flank Visor. Like D needs to like push up these steps. When red team goes to point, he needs to push these steps and try Visor from behind to force a response out of Arm Locker, and then the other team should push it in the meantime. Okay. Weird response from blue team. I mean, going into the room is fine, right? Oh, high risk of fucking Corona, you mulks. Right, so like I said, this is okay, they got inside to hide from the High Noon, but the weird response part is they counter High Noon. Why would you ever High Noon second? This is just bad from Sean. I don't care, like, it's just, High Noon second is just a mongy thing to do. Good response by Mike. He's used all his DM though. But see, this entire time, like, they've had to like use all their resources. Okay, they've not used much Ryan Shield because they're playing inside the point and they're going to push out. But they've used DM. And the problem with sitting inside the point and pushing out is that, say, whatever side Jason comes out, you just wall it off. He comes out this left side, we comes out this right side, wall it off. The enemy have to rotate all the way around this way to save him, and then all you have to do then is our Mocha just DMs that side, and that's it, it's gone. Right, both them ults are pure zoning ults, right? The Nano comes too early, and so far all he's done is maybe landed a fire strike, right? And Tamin, that is literally the definition of a zoning ult. Now, you think this would be bad, right? Because it looks bad, but actually it's pretty alright, because it means, because he has like literally done nothing with his ult, like I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to, but he's done nothing with his ult, which means that when his ult ends, he can start building ult charge off the people that are stuck in this room. See, like, so Hiki has literally just landed one fire strike with a Nano, and it's just pinned into the entire team. But you see, Tamin, because Tamin uses ult to genuinely, like, actually just straight up zone the point, he can actually just build ult charge off these people. Just hold R2 in these. Good. Mike is on some like magic dust right now because he thinks that this is winnable in a situation where one of their team is dead and they're stuck in a small room with a Mei. Well, the thing is, whatever your reason was for using Tamin, it was good because like you kept them off the point. And also means that, like, the problem is like the only thing to be careful of is if you put it too close to these candles, they can actually contest the point without being frozen because it's LOS of snowball. Like you had yours here, so if they actually touched this side, they can actually genuinely contest the point. But there was a nano right into, so they were never going to do it. Like if you want to get a proper zoning one, put it like here, like this bit here, like anywhere along this golden part, because they actually starts freezing them inside the room. But anyway, that's just a really tiny thing. It doesn't make a difference, right? And you're gonna build some ult charge of freezing people in here. Good. 13% is better than none. Good. Shum's dead. Huge. I know you lost his. Red team just lost one person, right? Sammy, who never committed to the point and took the 1v1 with the McCree and lost. Okay. Perfect. Right. Let me have a look here. What happens here? This is what Ali was talking about earlier in the chat, right, Tamin? Because you're here now as well, right? Waiting for these sneaky Mei walls can work, but the problem is when you sit there waiting for a Mei wall rather than doing damage is that you could be building your ult charge. You're trading. What you're trading building faster blizzards for getting better Mei walls, right? The problem with that is that if the Mei wall isn't good, like this one, you now don't have your ult charge either. And when you hide for these Mei walls, it's great if they don't know you're there. But if it becomes like a pattern and people start to take notice, like this is maybe just like a higher level thing, right? Just generally, like when you scrim teams, people will start making patterns. If people make out the pattern that you go for these like hiding Mei walls, or you just hide in corners and look at the preset Mei wall up, people will turn a corner and just flashbang you. So you just be careful of that. Like when like this, like I think like this is okay when you do it like every other fight or whatever. But just be careful not to get into a habit because you lose your ult charge if the wall is not incredible. If the wall is truly like as you've seen like there, like now like you could be like 30, 40, you hit 5% per icicle body shot, 10% per headshot, or like 9% per headshot. So you could be like farming your ult up really fast here, and in the meantime, you know, you're still on 25. You lost wall. I say, this is also another thing as well. I want to talk about. Why did you back off? Let's have a look. Why you back off? I know our Moko was asleep, right? And the hands is on the flank. I see this. Right, the hands is on the flank. Hits the Ryan. Maybe the Ryan backs up because he's scared? Okay, because of the flank. Right. Okay, that's not too bad then. Because obviously, if you've got the Mei team, you always want to be the more aggressive team. You just want to walk in, hold R2 on Mei, their Ryan can't play the game. Even if you fuck up the wall, if it's no Mei, you just walk in, hold R2 on the Ryan shield, it does okay amount of damage, does 45 damage a second, right? Which is decent amount of damage. But more importantly, the Ryan can't play the game, and your Ryan can swing where theirs can't. Well, we're both... Oh, is Sammy coming back off spawn? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have pushed up in the beginning, Mocha. Just in general, like, if you lost Lucio, that's not too bad if that's on him to Reddit his way back. But if you lose Anna, you just always got to play back a point. Give up any advantages because you can't take the fight of Anna. It's fine, you didn't get punished for it, so it's all good. You use some resources, but... See... Okay, so... Wall is... This is what I'm talking about, like, playing Mei on this point is a little bit weird and I don't like it that much. Because the wall looks okay in theory until you realise that the Anna can just play off to the side. And the Anna has played off to the side and anti-3. I mean, it doesn't matter for Tamin can just ice block, but Hiki's just dead. There's just no counterplay, there's no counterplay to save this man right now. Because Tamin has the ice block, so you can't just hold freezing him either. There's no counterplay other than beat. Even beat won't save him. Shit. Okay. What? How doesn't Jason kill Hiki? Hello? What's going on? That makes no sense. Because Panda beats late. Let's have a look at this. So the wall's good, it walls off the McCree, but the McCree literally just has to walk to here to start doing damage. Dane Nano? Where is Dean? Probably up here, right? Yep. Okay, so Dean can do damage still. He's in the back line looking for a boop. Oh. Right, so he's nanoed, antied. Swing! Flashbang! The flashbang! Nice play by Sousa to save him. Okay. If Mike was a little bit closer and DMs that flashbang, like, that's it, it's over. Like, I don't know why. It's a tiny thing. This is no one's real fault on blue team, but, like, if Mike DMs his flashbang, like, Jason just kills, like, everyone. Wall. Good wall. Never mind. Wait, is it? Oh, he flies straight up and then flies back inside the Mei wall. Never mind. So he just monks it. It's fine. The later beat from Panda means you can stay in the fight way more longer. They almost lose Anna, but he lands a good anti on our Mokka, and our Mokka's doing his job. But Mokka's pressuring. This is well done. Let's watch this fight. Sorry, I was just fascinated how Hiki didn't die. Let's have a fun inspection. So the game plan for red team is freeze the Ryan, look for a shatter, and then blue team is like a nano engage, right? So they do this. They nano engage, look for shatter, gets blocked. Then the late beat comes in. Blue team do not need to invest the beat at all. Like they invest the beat and it's really actually it's a bad beat. That's a lot better beat and a lot better a lot later. Blue team's only real win condition is like Dean hitting a headshot or really good anti. Because everything else is just gonna get healed up. It was a huge flash. The flash actually just saved the fuck out of Hiki. Oh, unlucky. So Sammy probably called this out because he got shot, but Sousa then goes for a high noon and gets domed. Either that or there was a miscommunication. Because I'm pretty sure going for a high noon with a hands on the flank is just not the smartest idea. It's just asking to be headshot. Now Dean's behind. Dean really needs to pop off though, because at this point, I think Pico's dead. No, Pico's dead. Ryan's dead. Sammy's safe, and now they can turn around. Right. Yeah, well done. Perfect. Armocker did his job, pressured the hit scan and the Ana, stops them playing the game. Actually got a kill on one of them with the help of Sammy. So, man, everything went pretty smooth that fight. Unlucky for blue team, if Mike didn't derp out, should I have gone on the Ana. There was an Anta on the flank, but no. No Armocker, not at all. Because like that, by the time that flank was probably called out by Sammy, right? You had already pressured the hit scan and the Ana, and you killed the McCree. You literally killed two by going on by pressuring their team. It is your job to pressure the thing, Bobby, and like when like you have the later beat, like Sammy doesn't have to heal. Like unless like someone's absolute critical, Sammy doesn't have to heal and just rely on the beat to keep them up. So you pushed with beat. And you killed McCree and Ana, and that was perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. Like peeling for Hanzo, then becomes Lucio, and becomes McCree, and becomes Ana. Like they can 3 you on the Hanzo in the back line. What? Sousa died again. Let's have a look. What happens here? Okay, and what happened here? What? Oh, I skipped ahead? Okay, I think that was I must have skipped ahead so much. What the hell? Yeah, okay, this is the cleanup, yeah. What the hell? I clicked ahead so... Sorry, guys. Right, so... Mic resets. Small. Right. So, blue team have nothing. Oh, no, speed high noon. I mean, like, so blue team's win conditions are speed high noon, right, or a fat shatter. That is it. They've used everything else. So they need a fat shatter or a speed high noon. Whereas red team have a very clear win condition in the nano or the blizzard. So if they commit either nano or blizzard, they can win this fight. Preferably both. Because the nano will force the DM out of Mike, and then you can just freeze. But you should watch out for the shatter. That's how the fight sets up. So, you know, again, we're talking about like this thing, boy. Like you can see the May gun, right? Got bits on the side. You're looking for a pre-wall here, and this entire time you're not building ult charge. And if they don't push that side, you're just giving it up. Say like, guy, like you don't have to land the most perfect wall, but you can just like practice, like get a little bit of confidence with May and practice using the walls without like sitting for the pre-position. Because the problem is that it's just you're like, I'm just not going to do anything for like 20 seconds. You could feel like you're 2 icicles away from having a power hunter blizzard. Okay. What happened? Sousa just, I don't know if he's out of position or he just gets outgunned. I want to see this. On point. No. Okay. Well. Okay. This is a mistake. Either your all team stays on the point, which is terrible. Please don't ever stay on the point. Please just don't stay on the point. Like these two, like Sousa and Sammy, it should just be here with the Rhine. Like Armocker's just stuff in no man's land, like scouting. But he's okay. He's diva. He has boosters. They have nothing to kill him other than maybe a McCree flashbang, right? He can always be healed up by Sammy, and if anything, just nano him. Fuck it. They have no May. But look how split you are. You're playing a Deathwall comp. Ryan's here. Diva's here, May's here, but the three that matter, the Ryan's here, the May's here, the Ana's here. This distance is just not acceptable. This needs to be a lot closer between all 3 of them. They're the 3 people that matter. Armocker can do whatever he wants because he's Diva. McCree has someone else to make a play. I have no clue where Panda is. Panda's often not. Panda's there. He's going for a Reddit play. So Sousa just gets outgunned. Because he caught no man. It's bad positioning by like everyone really, like bad like team like play, but like also stuck in that point he just gets gunned. Panda, this better pay off. He better just drop and boot them. I'm invested now. Hang on a minute. 1 second. So not only is it, like anytime Lucio does this, he's saying "F you" to Anna. You can heal up yourself, right? Like he's like, I'm not gonna heal anyone on point. I'm not gonna heal up the random poke damage. I mean, like Sousa dies anyway, right? He takes 3 shots from McCree. He's gonna probably die anyway. Like they probably hit a full forever, unless like Sammy's like pocket his backside. But I just want to watch him mess up this boop. So he does everything right? He's here. He sees his target. They're unsuspecting. Look at them. They don't even know what day of the week it is. No one's seen him. No one's looked up at him. Like Sean's looking point. You know, we talk about like poke damage. Well, poor Sammy's now half HP, but it's okay. If Panda kills 2, he gets to be the hero of the. He gets to be the hero of the day.
The pain is coming.
Sammy's antied. Unfortunate. Yeah, basically Hanzo's not going to die because of the wall climb, but he could be better. But Sammy's not been healed, which is unfortunate. Let's watch him out. Let's watch it. Watch it. Watch it. You all ready? He just boops him to the side. He actually just moves his crosshair the wrong way. Hang on, let's have a. I don't like doing first person stuff because it's a little bit mean. Where are we? Where's our man in the skybox? Right. I think he just literally just moves his crosshair wrong. Because he should boop Anna here. He thinks about Diva, I didn't realise it's Diva. Yeah, look. He boops on the right side. Anyway. Because he's not with his Anna, and the Anna is not just hide, the Anna should just be like screaming like I can't, there's nothing I can do, everyone come inside. He doesn't, he peeks, because he wants to try heal Hiki, he dies, the fight's over. Oh, now you commit a blizzard, that is brave. It is a good blizzard. Gets 3, right, he got Jason, he got pinned off the map from the side boot. It gets the Lucio and the Diva, but right now you have, you know, Diva demeched. Lucio, where's is Lucio? I have no clue where. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's Lucio with your team. You have lost 2. If you can kill the. Okay, you don't know. Realise you killed the. Okay, now it's a bad blizzard. The blizzard is risky after losing 2 anyway, right? It really is risky when you've lost your main damage source and your healer, right? But you got the rhyme and it's pinned off, right? If you saw the Lucio and killed him, it might. No, it probably still wouldn't be winnable. It's no DPS over there. The problem is the ult you have, Tamin, is Nano who's dead and Ryan who can't swing because he has no healers. If you saw the Lucio, it might be winnable. Like you could use Maywall to like act as like a second Rhine shield. You can amp heals behind the Rhine shield, bully the Diva. Like it is winnable. Like it is winnable, but not the way that's gone on right now. Like the plate. Where's your ISIL? Let's have a look at the ISIL. Stop giving me Reddit Lucio. I don't care about Lucio mong in his boot. Where's the wall? So, you know, again, I'm talking about May on this point. I don't think that's much your fault. That wall would have been okay, but like that wall would have been okay if but it's not because it doesn't get anyone. But this point is really hard to get May out. But I think saving May out, and this is in a mirror, like you know, May versus May, like with the Rhine, etc., etc. I'd just save it to wall off the Anna. I think personally. Because right now that wall does nothing and they can just walk around it. Okay, they can get booped, but Blizzard comes in. Ryan dies. Don't kill Lucio. You don't have wall to act as like if you had Ice Wall right now, he can keep up his shield, block D.Va damage, and you can put a shield up here on point and stop all the damage from the hit scan, and then you could amp heals and probably kill one of these two. And kill Lucio, but and then as it's going on, no, there's no way of winning this fight. Hey, Nano McCree, just really not necessary. Okay, so on the downside is that the red team's wasted Blizzard in a fight where it's going to be OT. So you wasted Blizzard and your fight's going to be OT. It's the first Blizzard of the fight of the round, and like you could definitely build two definitely. Like, because on this point, like, unless you're in a like the mirror with the Mei and you just put a defensive wall up, walling off the Ana or the hit scan, it doesn't even have to be here. Like, you don't have to wall off here necessarily, although it's still good. Just putting one on point and acting as a second Ryan shield for your Ryan to hide behind is just so nice. Because they have to shoot these 400 pillars before they can do anything. Meanwhile, their enemy Ryan is taking the fall, like getting frozen, you know, slapped about on point. But like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you're talking about like, okay, no, you've used 2 ults because you'd use the one to zone them as well. But you can definitely, you can build like, you could have way more ult charge than you have right now if you like, you know, so do a little bit more damage with the pre-fight pokes. Have a look. So, win conditions. The downside of using Blizzard last fight means they can open up with D.Va Bomb, and D.Va Bomb can just end your entire fight here. Except he's monged it and set it along the ground. Whoa. Yeah. Let's have a look at this. What goes on here? Does he turn to block it and then get slammed? They know you have no Mei ult, so they send it in. He should just back into this room. Oh no, Hiki. Okay. He went for the ultra flashy play on PC if you got high sensitivity of blocking the slam and then blocking the D.Va Bomb. The problem is he's playing PS4 console. So what he actually does is just completely mongs it and is going to lose his fight. Instead of doing like the safe play and going like inside, this is like, do you see this D.Va Bomb? And this is what this room is for. When a D.Va Bomb comes in, say like here, right, ready? Suza's got it. Panda's got it, although he almost mongs it and dies. But if he goes inside, see, he blocks the slam because he knows he's got slam, and then can't turn fast enough because he's just console. Dies. Brian dies with shatter, and then you have no good nano target. Because you haven't all made a play inside to push inside, you've had to use Ice Block Tammy. So now you're sitting duck on point, because now all that Brian does is hold shield. He doesn't have to do anything more. He's done his part of the fight. He just holds shield and then gets his McCree to just shoot you in the head. They need to... Okay, they nano you. What is going on here? The only one saving grace is that Lucio can stall for 2 years on this point, unless Sean hits like a bunch of good shots. No, I'll be so upset if blue team lose this, and they're about to. So Panda gets a good boot because Mike uses his boosters on point. Right. Good beat by Panda. Jason's been bullied because none of his DPS can shoot a Mei. Oh, no. Okay, if this has happened, this is really well done by Mocha. So, because right now, Tamin's like been nanoed on point because he's had to use your ice block, right? So he becomes tanky as hell. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm so annoyed. Ignore the D.Va. The D.Va's monging it. He's doing nothing. He's not going to kill you. There's 3 of you and there's 1 of him, so he can't jump into you. Just shoot the Mei. Mike bongs it by using boosters on point. Oh. Mike mongs it because he uses boosters on point versus a Lucio, so he will be. He donates his ult charge to make sure that Panda gets beat super early. Susan's about to die after being slept, but because they got that, they got beat off. Gets everyone other than Rocker. In the meantime, Hiki's come back, so all that good work from Jason. All that good work from Jason. Well, not good work from Jason. Actually, Hiki just purely monging it, right? And not blocking the Diva Bomb, rather than going for like a fancy block shatter and block Diva Bomb play. It's for nothing. Well, that's it. Jason's dead. Oh, that's so frustrating to watch, man. Okay. So the calamity of errors start, right? Start actually with red team and just snowball into blue team. Like it's just a complete mess. So the mistakes that fight, he keep going for a fancy play and failing, and then we all watched it on the stream. All 8 of us, or and 9 maybe including myself, right, have watched this on stream with Hiki Mong it. Yeah, but again, Tammy, it's really hard to get an ice wall. If you Mong walls on this point, or the first point, it's fine. Maybe you could have walled off the bomb, but then at the same time, he should just go inside the room, and you don't have to use your ice block, you don't have to use your wall, you don't have to use anything. Yeah, but again, just go into the room. He doesn't have to walk straight forward. And then they try and kill a Diva rather than just focusing the point and killing squishies. Rain comes back and whatever. Mike using boosters. Oh, so it's fine. It's okay. I can forget about it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. This is another map, by the way, where this is another map, right, where I want to talk about the Symmetra rollout again.
5, 4, 3,
right.
2, 1.
What you can do when the gate drops, right? A Symmetra can put a teleport up onto this high ground. Everyone takes its speed and drops straight down, so you don't have to turn the corner and you go straight away. Then a Reaper, or preferably just keep the Symmetra and you just play this point with the Symmetra. Even with the McCree, like you can swap back to a McCree on this point because it doesn't matter how late he comes, because having the advantage here on this choke is really important as well. Because to say if both teams play like without the Symmetra teleporter, right, you end up with a neutral fight with both teams you behind this pillar in the middle, this pillar, and then the correct play to do is like, okay, 3, 2, 1, speed boost right or speed boost left, preferably right because you want to push them up into elephant, right? So let's talk about the fight. Watch that. Basically, it's another point where you can play Symmetra. You can get to the point super early, right? You put the 3 turrets above this part, so they can't enter this choke point, and you get choke control. You can sit here, you can wall them off here, you can wall them off here. Symmetra gets like full beam, does 140 damage. If you better say, Doomfist is a good hero to. Doomfist is okay on this point. It's actually not the best, because if you think about like, the 2 ways to play Doomfist, you play like the puncher, or you play like the backline assassin with like the seismic slayer pickup combos. The only good place to truly, like, you can do diagonal punches off of elephant. Like you can slide off the back of elephant and diagonal punch, but you go into their entire team and feed. You can do it off high ground, but if you start running Doomfist and the enemy team is smart, they go high ground. You can do the rollout over the roof into their spawn and feed. You can do the one where you punch across. You can punch up on this roof and then land like here and choke, but then your team's giving away the May advantage. Like, I wouldn't play May Doomfist on this point. On Village, go ahead. Right, but the rollouts are not as good, the rollouts are complicated, and they require you giving up point presence. Like, if you're playing, like, I don't know, Winston, Diva, Sombra, Doomfist, sure. But you also need to practice a lot of Doomfist, because Doomfist really gets so much more value the more you practice the rollouts. Anyway, back on track. Symmetra, you get to control this choke, or elephant choke, right? And put 3 turrets around whatever choke you think they're going to go through, and it's super strong. Yes, but the thing is, it'd be like, if they... So, like, say, right, for example, you want to do, like, the diagonal punch, right? So you set up the pre-fight, you set up on elephant by uppercutting, you slide off the back, and you diagonal punch off the elephant, go up. Because of the diagonal punch, you get verticality, so you don't have to use uppercut. You slam, uppercut, shoot, and by the time you've done that, you have your punch to get out. So you're safe. Same with this one. So this one, here, you uppercut, like you sit here on the ledge, you uppercut, right? You can jump onto this, but you uppercut, you punch along the roof, you get the height, you slide off the roof, you can even slide off this roof, and then you seismic slam here, and then uppercut. And by the time, you, well, actually, if you uppercut here, you don't have it. But you seismic slam and try to kill someone, and by the time you land and you get the 125 slam, you can actually have enough time for to punch out because it's only 4 seconds. But I'm not going to talk about Doomfist. Like Doomfist, I can talk for another time. Like I actually might make a little guide on. Yes, Tammin. The only thing I also would say with Symmetra, the only change I would make with Symmetra is what's it called? Moira instead of Anna. So I will talk about this team fight. I promise. Like I will talk about this map at least. We're on the last map, right? I promise I will talk to it. But I would play Moira because you need to keep the Symmetra at full HP, and you need to have like an aggressive style. You need to like. So you're already getting point pressure, so it's harder for them to get antis. You have like point advantage by controlling the choke points, right? So even if you do get antis, you can wall them off. And for your Symmetra to do like maximum damage, you just want to throw a healing orb and push and being pissed on the entire time by Moira. So with the piss and the orb combo, you get 130 healing a second, and that means the Symmetra can just walk in doing the 190 damage beam and kill everyone. And if you play slow, you have turrets, so if you get antied, like, I really like Moira. I really like Moira with the Symmetra. Right, but let's just talk about this team fight. They haven't taken the teleport. They're going to both get to point similar times. Wait, did blue team do it? They got to the point earlier. What did they do?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, they didn't do it. Okay, they just get better speed boost, I guess. Oh, Ryan pins. Okay. Basically, so like the team, how this fight should be going, right? Is both teams posture up behind this pillar, right? And then the one team, usually the better team, like it does like a countdown, like 3, 2, 1, and rotates the opposite side of elephant. Right, opposite side of elephant. Either as red team, you want to rotate this way, and as blue team, you want to rotate this side, right? Because if you end up with your backs to elephant, it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst place. Elephant's a pretty safe place, but when there's a May, this choke becomes a death sentence. So say you get forced, like you as the attacking team. So red team rotates this way, round and pushes into them. Either the Anna backs up onto these stairs, or they rotates around to elephant, and in the meantime, like you just get walled off by a May and die. It's the same argument as on village. So like if you walk this way, you get like if you rotate around this way, you get the wall on elephant and you get the wall on their stairs. Whereas whereas they get the wall like here, which doesn't do anything because Anna can just go around the pillar, or Anna can go around the pillar. Diva can also fly over the top. Also, it forces you, like if your Anna's late, so say Sammy's like late, he's really late. So say if you pushed right now and they rotated this way, Sammy can land an anti like that's late and. But anyway, Okay. So how the fight should happen, you should stack up on this pole. 3, 2, 1, push round the opposite side of elephant and push into them and look for the positioning. Like if they start rotating round towards elephant, you can look to wall them off. Like either here, you can wall them off at elephant, you can wall them off on back stairs depending where they rotate. You've used wall a little early, because even if this wall goes off, actually no, based on that, no, never mind. If that wall, if Pokey was playing a little bit close, that wall would have still been bad even if you walled off. But it's not lucky you didn't catch him. That wall really doesn't do too much, although Susan's dead, right? No, good kill from Panda. Okay, so both walls have been monged and wasted. No one's got a kill from anything. Dean's having a nap. Where I don't know where the hell Dean is. He's having a nap somewhere. In the team, okay. So there you have May advantage. Okay, so basically you'll reset the neutral, you're going to take the fight again. So one of you should be saying 3, 2, 1 and picking a side. See, like, Hiki's trying to do it, but then no one's really with him. But you broke the shield, so it doesn't matter. Jason can't manage a shield, so you get the point presence and you win. Make sure you back up. Like, this is just a really, really scrappy fight from both teams. It's not good. Like, I'll go for it. Have a look. Pico, whatever the hell. Let's say it's only it's like a micro thing. It's not the end of the world if you push elephant. You can still win the fight. But out of the two, like, if you think about it and you think about like what you get from pushing each side, this just gets you better options. Like as long as all your team push the same way, it doesn't matter. Basically, this is just Jason has to hold shield because he's anti, and then his shield's about to break because he's been farmed the entire time, and he gives up the point. Good anti from Sammy. Sammy basically wins the fight from the anti, forced him to hold shield. Now, blue team's going to get a nano. But they have point control. Like here, like again, you've given too much space. You should be here, Tamin. You should be like here at this corner or this corner. Probably this corner with the Rhine. Where are you playing? Tamin, where are you? Have you got an adventure? Susan's on an adventure. Where is... Where are you? Okay, you're close. That's not too bad. I didn't see you for some reason. Yeah, that's because you're invisible. Oh, you're behind. Oh, you're in a diva. Okay, good. Play close, because you can wall him any time he gets on these stairs. It's really hard to get over these touches by jumping. So any time they walk up the stairs, it's like Mecha Base, where you don't have to wait for them to get in here. You can wall off like anywhere along these stairs, and as long as the Ryan's by himself, you get him. You just, and again, see what you mean? You're setting up this wall. You could be spamming. Their Ryan is resting shield. You could be spamming and building some ult charge. Spam. You're sitting here. Let's see how long you sit here, right? Let's see how long you sit here when you could just be spamming. Spamming pre-fight. That's fair enough. Ready? Let's just get. Right. You set up the wall now. 20%. Right. Watch when they actually come forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You sit there for 11 seconds and didn't fire a single icicle or use a single ability. It's just not worth it. The wall doesn't have to be particularly perfect. If you're not confident in playing May walls, go into an arena and just practice it. Play this map and just do like the normal May walls, but without sitting in corners. It is some of the time, but no, it's about 1 second. It's about 1 second per percentage in King of the Hill. Each round is about 100 seconds once you've captured it. King of the Hill is very fast, but there's like overtime stalling and etc. etc. You can work it out. It's about, yeah, well exactly. It's about 1.2, but you know what I mean. So like, okay, he waits 13 seconds, okay, rather than shooting anything. And it is a good win condition. Like it's not, but if you don't get a good wall, you're not building this Blizzard. You could have Blizzard right now. You won a team fight and you have less L charge than Dean. Just because his team's taking 2 years to push forward and they're just poking the entire time. And then after 13 seconds of waiting, or probably maybe more, you use the wall to try lift up Soza and it just doesn't work. Just not worth it. It's more worth you just spamming and like using R2 on the Ryan shield, you know, to go through defenseman's use to break their shield, and then get used to doing the snap quick walls upwards. Just need a bit of practice on me. Yep, exactly.
Time to raise my APM.
So you forced the Reaper out. Now you're pushing. Everyone needs to be closer to Hiki right now. Because where's their May? Okay, yeah. So the response is Dean should just be holding R2 on Hiki, and old Kappa Abuser should just be speeding everyone out. And they nanoed and you get no value. Again, this is another nano where, okay, Hiki's landed one fire strike. Got 3 people with it and he got his nano, but you know, that's it. He's getting good antis, but the team's not really punishing too hard on them. But it is causing Jason to use all his shield because he's so scared of dying. They've wasted wall. Now push. Now, okay, I know you're playing point advantage, but right now I'd be okay. 2 trains of thought. If you're confident in your team fight ability and that you think your team's better, which you've got a better composition, right? They have the Reaper, you have the McCree. The McCree's got like the range. Right now, after them wasting Maywall, I would be pushing out. You have Shatter, you have a McCree instead of it. You can get fucking Sammy on higher ground by Elephant to land nades, rain nades into their backline, which he's been doing already. I'd be taking this team fight. Now you can sit point and play percentage, sure, but playing percentage doesn't get you as much ult charge, doesn't guarantee the kill, and also if you do end up losing the team fight, it gets you less guaranteed time. I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna back my shooting ability and my team fighting ability and push now. They've used their most important resources, the Maywall, and they've wasted it. I'll be pushing. Good. Good. I mean, you can argue it wasn't necessary, but you know, fuck Diva players, am I right? Am I right, chat? Fuck Diva players, Jesus Christ. Wasn't needed, but it's okay. He's already got 50 on another one, and the only thing is the only thing that when you do have the shatter, you have the advantage in the Ryan games, because you can just hold shield, or you can just walk forward and just, you know, like you can do whatever you want. But when you don't have shatter, they're like, okay, well, I've got shatter, etc., etc., and like you don't have to worry about blocking it. You can just play aggro. Like right now, if I'm Jason, I'm like, okay, they use shatter last fight, I can just play aggro and just walk in. But I mean, he is 50% on that one, so it doesn't make a difference. Blue team, obviously, they've got like 3 big ults coming up. They need a good shatter, a good blizzard. Exactly. Do you know why, Ali? Because all of them counter Diva. You know what I mean? All of them counter Diva. I mean, Symmetra's sort of a bit so-so, but does pretty well against Diva, let's be honest. Saying that, I like Diva as a character, and I think she's good for the game, but I think she's still very oppressive. She's like really unfun when you play certain DPS. Like you play like McCree and you have a Diva in your face, she's like, well, I lose that 1v1. And if you're playing like Winston or whatever, like you would get there and D.Va mains like, hee the Winston's used his cooldown, micro missiles, blah, 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 blah. Like, just leave me alone, man. I just want to play the monkey in peace. Just let me kill your entire team. Why are you peeling? Could you not just let me zap 6 people, get Primal and kill everyone? No. But anyway, okay. Let's focus. Win conditions. Tamin's got his Blizzard. So Tamin lands a good Blizzard. Win condition 1. D.Va Bomb should be used. Well, can't be used until Blizzard is gone. Like, you know they have Blizzard, right? Ibby, if you want to have a lot of fun, try Ryan Winston. Ryan Winston's great fun. It beats so much like the meta. It beats all on all those teams because it's just all unblockable damage and D.Va's just AFK. It's actually just really strong. Anyway. So, win conditions for red team. Blizzard. D.Va Bomb, but only after the Blizzard goes down. So you can never use it as a response for the Blizzard. Especially like a good way to, like a really good way to, oh fuck, Hog. Ball's fun, but Hog's just the worst hero in the game. Get it out. Stupid fucking hero. Literally, it's like, okay, my rant about Hog, it's not that Hog's a good hero. Hog's not been good for a very long time. He promotes a style of the game that I don't like. It's I'm gonna kill 6 and carry like mindset. When you pick Hog in ranked or ever in scrims, you're saying fuck my main tank, fuck my supports, fuck my DPS. I'm not going to create space. I'm not going to peel. I'm not going to provide any sort of protection, right, at all for my team. I'm just going to kill 6. That's my game plan. It's the same mentality as like Widowmaker or Ashe with a pocket, right? Zarya Ball, yeah, Zarya Ball is fun, but Zarya again provides for a team with bubbles and you know. Anyway, not going there. Not going. Fuck Hog, worst hero in the game. Hate it so much. Get it out. Get it out. Not actually the worst hero in the game. The worst hero in the game is probably like. Well, actually, probably might be Hog. Anyway, Soldier maybe. So Blizzard, D.Va Bomb as a response. Like you actually have the counter to Blizzard. You can 100% counter. Yeah. Oh yeah. I might not do the second map tonight. I might do it tomorrow morning because it's it gets too late otherwise. One way to almost 100%. I can do it, but I have to do it faster, Susan. Right? Because you watch. I'll speed run Hollywood. I'll do like I'll talk a little bit of Hollywood first point, and then I'll speed run the rest of it. Right? So you have the counterplay to Blizzard, right? So if the enemy team, if blue team Blizzard, you have Beat and D.Va Bomb. If you use both of them ultimates at the same time, you will probably survive. You will. Yeah, I know, Talis, I'm almost done. You will probably survive Blizzard because they have to hide from the D.Va Bomb, and you'll have Beat to keep the people alive in the Blizzard. You can try eat the Blizzard, like the blue team's Blizzard, and Tamin needs to get off a good Blizzard himself, right? Blue team needs to land a Shatter or land a good Blizzard. That's basically it. The wall is bad because the wall doesn't. The whole team is here. Like maybe he thought the Ana was in the room, but this wall is just bad. Like who's he walling? He's scared of people going to pick up the health pack. It's understandable, but now's not the time, Tamin. He forces Ice Block out of Dean, but he dies, and this is just generally a bad trade because they have May with Blizzard. Your May with Blizzard is gone. Your win condition is gone. Armok is very unlucky not to eat it. But now it's just GG's, both tanks can't play the game. Right. Talk about pathing to point. Talking about pathing to point, going main is kind of risky because you give away a bunch of your shield. Always the best way to go is either top or bottom, depending where you want to go. Like this wall is really complicated because like unless the Mei is in line with the stairs, it's quite hard to like. You need to see this part of the stairs to get walled off. So going bottom is like probably better versus the Mei than even going top. Going top's not bad because you can just jump over this wall. You guys are gonna go straight up the main, which means you give away some DMs for sure. Doesn't matter difference because you could just take time to rest. You're an elephant, that's fine. You need a good blizzard to pull it off. His beat got cancelled. High noon, and they do amp speed in defense. They amp speed. Their response is Diva Bomb. Please just shoot, please shoot. Okay. I don't know if you could see Jason there, but breaking the shield would have been so important. Like, he could have broke the full shield because the old May was behind it. Instead he forces out Rayfall. They're scared of going to point because of the wall. See, Dean's doing the same. Dean's doing exactly the same. Right, let's watch Dean really fast. Right, let's see how long he is. 13 seconds is the record so far. So they're hiding. Ready? And watch when he... Oh no, I lied, he's not up. Okay, he did have a wall set, but it was only for a couple of seconds, so one is bad. He monks the wall. Now should be open the floodgates. Should be like, what, nano? Right, okay, so Armocker should open up with a Diva Bomb, because they used Blizzard last night, so you can just open up with a Diva Bomb, and you can pressure the Rhine. You know he's got a Shadow, so we should be good. Push in, push in. You react second, and Hiki's probably gonna die because his barrier is broken. Yep. You just took too long to react. Yeah. I'm about to say, like, you took too long to react. Like, look, they used. Let's say, the enemy team uses Ice Wall. Look, blue team uses Ice Wall here. Ready? Why are you not going? Like, maybe Hiki's low. But if Sammy just nanos Hiki, this whole... Where is Sammy? What is he doing? Hello? What's going on here? What am I watching? Okay, he's going for a sleep shadow maybe, or a sleep on the high noon, but by the time he gets there the high noon's gonna run out. And he's looking for a sleep shower. But even with a sleep shower, Dean just lifts up the wall. And this entire time, like, if he gets nanoed here and they push, they just win. They've been wasting the nano. Help. Okay, well, Sammy just monged it. Unlucky. I know what he was doing. He was going to sleep the Ryan for a shadow, but the Ryan was holding shield because of the high noon. Alright, let's have a look at this fight. Still same moon conditions. You need a blizzard. You need a blizzard. You can open up with a Diva Bomb to create space to get yourself onto the point. You can Jason thought about slamming the backline. So what should happen right now? Armocker should Diva Bomb in. Maybe you nano Hiki. You know the Ryan's got a shot. He's literally just gone for it. Tried to go for it. So Tammy can keep an eye out with Ice Wall and Ice Block and stuns. You should just run into this Ryan, stun him, fan the hammer him, kill him with the nano while everyone's hiding from a Diva Bomb. Right, there's the nano. There's the Ice Wall. Just not. Seems like more of a hindrance than usefulness, because it doesn't cut him off from his healer. Like, Lucio's already monging it. He doesn't really cut anyone off. He cuts a May off, but he doesn't really cut the May off properly to a wall. The May could probably still wall there. They mong their wall anyway. Never mind. It's great wall because Sammy's thing will be a huge slam by Jason. you lose this fight, right? Yeah. Yeah. So there's 2 fights in a row that you've wronged it, and that fight was really costly because you didn't. That fight was so frustrating to watch. You use Shatter, you use Nano, you use Ice, you use Mail, and none of them actually do anything. Yeah, but the thing is, then if that was the play, then all of you should have came in together. Like if this ice wall wasn't to wall someone off and it was just to get in, then why is Sammy still trapped? Sammy needs to be closer to the Rhine. So he needs to be closer to the Rhine. He getting slammed is unlucky. You get slammed during your blizzard. So you've now used 3 ults, all 3 win conditions, and you're going to push into a blizzard. You're going to push into blizzard and probably another shatter. And definitely a nano. You're going to push into nano and blizzard. And now our Mocha can't Diva Bomb. Like, you can't Diva Bomb because you got Blizzard, so as soon as you Diva Bomb, they just Blizzard Hiki and you lose. Hiki's been walled. This is what I'm talking about, the wall on the steps. You don't have to wait to wall here. If you come these steps, you can just wall here. It's not the greatest wall, you can still get in, but because Hiki was going early to touch, he gets farmed. And Sammy can't heal him because of the ice wall. Tammy's trying to touch. The Diva Bomb comes in, and of course there's a response. The Mail comes down. Chooses Armoka, try to play the game. Wait, wait. Hang on. I want to watch Dean play some fucking May. Jesus. So when does he use Ice Top or just die to a Diva Bomb? Okay. He throws the Blizzard down, and then instead of just flashing Ice Block, he actually just thinks that fuck it, he doesn't need to, and dies. Let's get into my. Okay, never mind. I was going to say it might cost them the fight, but too many people are frozen. Taminan thing will be frozen. Taminan, Panda frozen. No, that's it. Fight over. Right. Okay. Right. It'd be the team is Bonnie, Benno, Banter, me, Tarnis, Brussick, Ali, Bananas, Poke. Yeah, it's Poke, and you can have. Okay, let's get the last map up. Like I said, I'm gonna. You'll watch. Other than me talking about first point, because I want to talk about first point. I think I've mentioned first point a lot. There's a lot to talk about on first point, but other than that, I'm going to speed run this point, right? Just so we can all go to bed and just, you know, live a happy life. 30 G5. Okay.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Oh, Lucky Male Morgan's on your team. Maui boy. Okay. Right. Like I said, I'm going to talk about first point because first point is like the most beautiful point in the game, in my opinion. Fresh off the comp ladder, eh, Milkman Morgan? I love playing this comp on first round point. Blue team are positioning perfectly, right? So, game plan for blue team. Running hard meta, right? McCree and Thingamabobby. Any time the blue team comes through the choke point, their response should be to drop for high ground, wall this choke, or wall security, and just drop on them and kill them. There's not much counterplay, there's not much you can do. The walls are really, really easy to set up because of the way the point is. You literally just aim the ISO at the corner here, and you wall off security, you aim it at the front of the car, you wall off this choke, and you drop on them. And there's not much counterplay. You should always be on this high ground as the defending team, and then just always drop. They're the 2 thirds. It's really easy. Yes, yes, Thomas. Oh, I do love Symmetra, but I do like Symmetra at this point for a bunch of reasons, right? But this is what, like, so the defending team, right, is just god tier on this point, because this high ground is just the most stupid thing I've ever seen. Like, it's the most frustrating choke point in the game. You can wall them every time they come in and win, and unless you bait wall, you can even bait the wall and come really late. As long as the Ryan is in, like, even if you mess up the wall, you can drop onto the entire team and kill the Anna. You can jump the backline. Anyway, so defending team, that's the game plan. Sit on high ground, wall choke, wall security, jump on them every time. Attacking team doesn't have really many options. If you get walled in security, you've got to try and break the wall fast, right? So like in a non-May world, right, the best rotations are is like this way, and then behind to 250, and then from 250, right, this is just all the rotations for first point, right? If there is no May, you can rotate 250, you come around this way, and you pressure up onto point. And then if the enemy team, literally if the enemy team has dropped to point and you have hit scan, you go up these stairs, and you go around, then you get high ground, you can break the shield a little bit and drop onto them, right? The other rotation you can do is you push 250, you know they're going to drop to point early, you just rotate back up these stairs and you get the high ground, right? That's one rotation. The other rotation that everyone does is security, into dark room, all the way in the back, from this way into cafe, and then push up into cafe. They're the 2 rotations, right? But in a May world, every rotation you do gets fucked by the May wall, right? So there's this beautiful character which everyone is talking about in chat called Symmetra, right? Symmetra teleport are hard counters May wall, because you can't maul the choke without being able to just teleport through. So when you have what's it called? When you have Symmetra, you have 3 plays, right? You can put a TP here. Oh my god! I got. About to say. Yeah. Sorry. So you put a TP here. You can TP up all the way into cafe, and you skip the May mind games, right? The May can't do shit. You put 3 turrets on the wall. 1, 2, 3. You drop onto point. You hold R2 on May and Symmetra. You walk forward and you kill their Reinhardt. The Diva go pressures the McCree on high ground, you win, right? The second play you can do is always the fake TP. So you put the TP in a really obvious spot, like here. Like you make it obvious. You put the TP here, put it into like the back of the point, right? Either like if they're really slow to react, you can just TP actually onto point. Like you put a TP like here, back in the corner, right, and TP onto the point. Or you could put a teleporter down and not take it. So you put like a teleporter down in here, you put it onto point, and they all start spamming it, you just run onto the point. Put 3 turrets down, get point pressure, you win. Right? Anyway. That's why Symmetra's really fucking good here.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend
okay. So, blue team's game plan, good, okay, kinda good, right? This helps you get in. The problem is that, what's it called? The problem with using wall to get in, it's fine because it means you got in safely, sure. But now you have 13 seconds before you can do anything, and they can do the play whenever they want. They have high ground control still, so the McCree can just 2-tap anyone from high ground, and they have ice wall. So they just give you point for free, but the entire time, poor Hiki, like I'm guessing Hiki shoots a lot lower. Yeah, see, like Hiki's always cracked, while Jason's got a full shield because of the high ground difference, and because Pico can sit on high ground, poor Sammy is antied and Susan's antied. They're just dead. Or never mind, blue team's terrible. Doesn't matter. Jason doesn't see the two squishies antis in the back line, and they just lose. Oh wait, what? Oh, they're coming back into it, never mind. Okay, I don't know. How did you lose that? Okay, Sousa dies, but he was antied. Sousa's like died over here in somewhere. That's where he's died. Anyway, they're weak test. Whatever, fine. I said I'll speedrun this scrim, this map. Wing conditions: male, nano. So you look for a nice wall and nano the Ryan, and you win. High ground control. Wait, is it high ground control? Where is Ali? Who's killed Ali? Oh, what the? Okay, I want to see Ali just nog this. Where has Ali died from? There's McCree here. Oh, Ali goes for some rollout, just dies, fair enough. And this is the power of the high ground. The McCree's on the high ground now. And you've lost the balance, you have to back up. Still looking for a blizzard or a nano. But they have this high ground where they can just keep dropping onto you every time you want to push. See, like right now, good wall. Great wall from D. Except this reaction needs to be instant. This reaction is far too slow. I say this reaction is just far too slow. Dean and the Rhine and the Diva, I don't know why the Diva's gone over to here at all. They should literally just be pouncing on this Reinhardt because there's 3 in choke that can't do anything. It doesn't matter, they still counter. Tarion thinks fuck it, we've lost our Reinhardt, I'm anti-ed on 1 HP, I'm gonna blizzard. And in his defense he gets 1, 2, 3. It's 3 plus he can freeze them afterwards. Fuck it, it's a huge blizzard. What do I know? They turn this fight round off. All teams need to do is lose their main tank first. Jason died first last fight, and or died really early on, and then blue team came back and secured the point. Okay. Whatever. Good blizzard by Tannen. Always risky their 5v6 blizzards. It looks mongy if it doesn't work, and you're great if you win it. Trust me, I do it all the time. I'm like, we can still win this, but I usually wait someone else to die. Tannen's on the flank, but again, this wall doesn't do anything. Like, I think if you're not like, you need to be confident when you go for these Maywalls. These Maywalls just have to go a little bit behind the Reinhardt. I'll talk really quickly at the end, like about like really good, like how to like insta quick Maywalls. Especially now Tammin's flanked and fed. Okay, he's got Mike, sure, but losing May is like the most important hero. They use 2, they use 3, they use Nano. They didn't need to use Nano. They still have Blizzard, so what blue team need to do is Blizzard, red team need to look for a Nano engage and eat this Blizzard. So they go for a speed high noon. Don't like speed high noon can be used to bait Blizzard because a lot of people will try to use Blizzard here. So that's just something to look out for, Armocker, because, you know, like... So if Sue's high noons and you think they have Blizzard, you can just hold the Matrix in the face of the Mei, and the Mei will probably eat Blizzard every time. High noon gets frozen. Big slam, super scrappy fight, but huge slam from Hiki, so the win. Then they nano when the fight's about basically over. I'd rather just let him die and use nano for next fight. But Tammy's still got Blizzard, so that's fine. So now you're looking for Blizzard. Setting up that wall again, doing no poke damage. It's okay this time because you got the mail, but the wall is quote unquote perfect, but no one dies. This is what the risky part. Like if you didn't have Blizzard, shooting is always worth it more. High noon, he pops it really early. Sousa farms Dean. Still should just Blizzard to win this. Scared of getting eaten, so he eats it too much to the side, but it doesn't really do anything. Everyone gets out. Dustful beat though. Hiki needs to back up, so even though it's a 5v6, so he needs to just back up and play slow because Hiki's just weak as fuck. That wall's a waste as well. Re-engage with Nano and beat. Preferably use one or the other. Because now you don't have beat for this incoming shatter. Like you shouldn't really nano and beat. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's like you should never really use nano and beat in the same fight. Like especially as an engage, maybe you beat reactionary, but you have no beat for the shatter, and they've just used Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb's fat. No, Shatter's fat. Gets 2, but Hiki thinks fuck it and just pins him off into Narnia, so there's no follow up. This is the scrappiest fight I've ever seen. 2 supports in the Baby Diva though, so it's just a win for red team. Now they should be pushing to kill Staggers, they should be looking for this McCree. They clean him up, good. If they lose McCree, it doesn't really make a difference. Your spawn's closer. Timon should be looking for this wall here. This Ryan is in no man's land. He has ice wall. He has ice wall, or you can just do this vertical wall here. One here, across here. This is the vertical wall it looks for. Should be looking forward to kill the team. He gets walled off himself. Still should be looking for this wall. They have wall advantage. They have wall advantage. Just wall him off the wall here. This is the wall you're looking for now. This is the one you want. Put the wall out this way. Perfect. He's just gonna die. There's no way he lives. Good. Slams. Does he get the high noon? Yeah, it does. Big slam by Hiki. High noon with no Ryan is really dumb and risky. Not worth it. This is up here, even though she gets eaten by Diva. Samuel should just wall him off. Does. Kill the Ryan. Can't find more done. Yeah, actually my views have gone up, like now it's 4 in the morning. Thanks, I am speed running the commentary of this one. Don't want to sit there and talk too much. It's just easier to point out mistakes, like, because if they're super obvious then like, you know, people can realise like why it's bad. Right, where's your team set up? How many are they going to be?
5, 4.
Yeah. Good,
3, 2, 1.
Good, they're playing high ground. I really like this positioning. Wall choke, wall security, jump onto them. Tracer, I don't like Tracer. Tracer doesn't really do shit unless you're really good at it. Wall, drop faster, fast. Good, that's fast enough. Keep pushing, all the way to spawn. You've killed the main. Doesn't matter, Sousa's dead. Sousa's died to a flanking Dean. Doesn't make a difference, I should be pushing to spawn right now. The Mei is dead. They're engaging brave. Tammy should just hold R2 over this man. Wall's bad. Tammy needs to be careful about wasting walls. Like, what is this wall? What is this wall? Right, be careful when wasting walls. Tammy, just hold R2 over this man. See, all this time you're icicling, just hold R2, it stops him from swinging. Great wall, really good wall from Sean. Because if Anna comes out this way, he just walks into a run and gets clarted, so he has to come all the way this way to heal Hiki. And Hiki's even trapped this side of the wall. Never mind, Violet kills Pico. Good wall from Tamin. Sean's playing Mei the right way, just holding down R2 so other people can't play the game. Okay, they forced it off high ground. Where was the Mei wall here at choke? There should be a Mei wall here at choke to stop them getting in, or drop on them.
Time to raise my APM.
What is the point? Okay, oh, you're so slow to get to high ground, that's why. And Sammy's in a weird position. If you give up high ground for free, like, you could wall here, Tamin. Just literally wall there, kill their entire team. They got the high ground and then pushed, and because they had high ground to break Hiki's shield's cracking, so that's up under half. Good individual play, but all Sean needs to do is just hold R2. Sean gets his blizzards eaten, nice hit by a mocker. They nano the wrong target, and they nano Mike. Mike dies, gets staggered. So, right. Blue team now have no win conditions because they have a Mei. Literally, other than like people, if like, they leave red team to misplay. This is yeah, just ignore the trace. That ain't your job, Tammy. Your job is just to bully out of tanks. Just it's not really your job. Maybe if the trace is in so much before the rest of the team, sure, but like, it's just not your job. Just leave it for the McCree and the Anna and the Diva. Your job is to make sure their tanks can't play the game. We'll give Ali his moment in the sun. Wherever he is. There he is. Okay, there it is. Okay. There's no it is. Mocker's chasing the Tracer. Oh, yeah, this is Tracer, just ignore him, I would. But unlucky, this is should have died, but the boop saves his life and he gets killed by Ali. Poor Dean, that was on the stream. Where's the wall here again? Where is he? Oh, you're now low ground, okay? Well, the high ground is useless. They're backing up. Good wall. Unlucky. That's good wall. At least like the idea there is better. Good wall. Push! Everyone should be dropping. Drop! Drop! Wall and decide to do nothing. Do they kill Anna in the back? Oh. So the one of the best wall you've had, like the what's it called? The best wall you've had all game. No one pushed on. Nice. Now they just walk in for free. Just hold R2 here. Good. 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 Holding R2 is super impactful. Right, well, it's unlucky the pulse bomb's gonna win this, baby. Souza somehow gets a higher noon on the baby up top. They're committing to win this, even though Jason has shatter. Jason changes his life because he's too impatient, doesn't trust his DPS to kill baby diva. Now they're gonna lose this fight. Souza's got the mega, does he win his 1v1? Souza wins his 1v1. Tamin's back and just farm Pico. The entire time Sammy's been alive, they use their first beat of the fight. We have the touch point with a nano Ryan, and it's over. That's it, it's over. Dean's pulse bombed himself. Let's watch that. Alright. Oh, so he actually just pulse bombed himself in small because he knows he's lost. It's over. Okay. So, two things that come to mind, right? Specifically for Tamin, right? Is first of all, Icicle is great, right? Yeah, that's understandable. I'd be tilted too. They played awful, right?
Our world is worth fighting for.
Icicle is great for building ult charge, right? But, right, ready? Wait till it turns to 3, and then I'll shoot. Ready? You get 5% for a body shot, and at 9%, I'll shoot. You get 9% for a headshot, right? Great way to build ults, right? So that's why sitting around here is just not worth it. Like, if you get the great walls, sure, right? But landing this on a diva, she can't DM it all. The Ryan's going to be throwing fire strikes, you get so much ult charge, it's really important, right? The wall you need to practice is like this one. Just sit there, get a friend or someone like that. I wish I had a better cooldown. But you need to practice like getting the wall and aim it just behind them. This should be second nature to you. Sitting around a corner like this is a lot worse than trying to spam icicles to get thing with it. This wall is what the wall you're looking for. Every time. Say, because like I said, look at the ult charge you gain from just landing headshots. You focus on Diva mech, you get Blizzard every fight. What sense do I use? I use 90-70. So practice ice walls. Practice getting the ice walls correctly. Put them like in the right place. Just so you don't have to sit there and rely, because this is just a really like. It sounds. I don't want to offend anyone, but it is just a very diamond move. It's like I can't focus on practice using my May walls and shooting, so I'm either going to do. I'm either going to May wall, or I'm either going to shoot. You sit down like this, you're doing too much little of this, and this ult builds so fast. You can just fucking throw it away. It doesn't mean anything, because you can build it so fast by just farming divas. You're like, oh, there's a diva on the enemy team. Thank you, give me an ult charge. So practice your ice walls. Practice getting it behind them. Like, do it, but I say, even if you don't have a friend, then do it on bots, right? Exactly, you can genuinely get Blizzard every fight. Right? Second thing is, when to use this, and when to use this. This right now is busted, right? Purely for the fact that Ryan can't play the game. This does 45 damage a second, so it takes you 4 seconds to kill a 200 HP hero. So it's pretty good, right? It's still pretty good damage, right? It's pretty good. It's still aim smoothing's 100. I haven't changed it. My sense is low compared to a lot of people, right? So like, see, it can be quite slow to turn. Also, my controller's broken, so it just slows down at different points. But anyway, right? So this is good pre-fight and clean up fights, right? Or if you're playing into comps that like dive, if you're playing into a dive comp and they have like Hammond Winston or whatever, unless the Hammond uses pile drive and slams near you, or you can perma freeze him, always icicle, right? But in the Ryan mirror, like in Lucio, Dikva, Ryan, May matchups, right? This is king. Anytime your Ryan gets in slight swing distance, anytime you are in within freeze distance, right? You should be holding down R2. It's not eaten by Matrix, right? It's not eaten by Matrix, so you're guaranteed to be doing damage to their shield. It stops the Ryan from swinging and playing the game and gives your Ryan the advantage. If one May is sitting there doing this, sitting here and doing this, right? And the other one's sitting here and doing this, this one wins. Because unless this May is hitting every headshot and perfectly timing in between DM, the other Ryan could not play the game. He literally sits there and just holds shield the entire time. So please, please, please use this one. Whenever you're in range, use this. And whenever you've killed the enemy right now and you're cleaning up, or you get like 2 kills and you're cleaning up kills, then use this. It's better for ult charge. Just as general May tips. Yes, I'm going to go to sleep too. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. I managed to say the second map was so much quicker than the first one, but the first one's just a lot better. The first one's I went into more depth and talked about more about like the specific maps and rotations and stuff. I think it will be. But the second map I wanted to speed. Good night, guys.